Busted.
The reviews are in.
Awesome.
You wanted more Joe Concha. And we heard you. More Joe. More show.
We're talking to you. Under promise and over deliver.
Joe Concha. Weeknights at 9. Plus Sunday mornings at 11 on 77 WABC.
Jimmy Kimmel no longer tries to be funny. Not that he ever really was.
Joe Concha. Weeknights at 9. Plus Sunday mornings at 11.
Democrats defending cocaine coming into the country.
Excuse me! Taxi!
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
And we are back here on Katz and Cosby. And now the great Larry Kudlow. He has the number one show, of course, on WABC on Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Obviously the top show there on Fox Business. And we love him. And what a week it has been, Larry. It's Rita. We have also Judge Richard Weinberg. We have Ed Cox and Governor David Patterson. And, Larry, what an incredible week. I mean, the numbers that came out, I was looking at, for third quarter GDP growth coming out, Trump over there. I mean, this has been a blockbuster week for this administration.
Yeah. I mean, it's really interesting. After Davos and all that went on, Donald Trump right now is at the top of the world. I mean, he is the commanding heights. He's just the leading personality and leader worldwide on every way. I mean, the deal with Greenland is going to be terrific. What he's doing to he's the reason NATO is going to remain solvent and together. He put it back together again. Meanwhile, the economy is booming, as you suggested. Actually, the fourth quarter was 4.4. The third quarter was 4.4. The fourth quarter, I don't know, the Atlanta Fed GDP tracker is 5.4% growth. You're seeing tremendous economic growth. People talk about affordability. I don't know what they're talking about. It's a complete canard in almost every way right now. And the other thing that's interesting to me, not so much financial, Trump is outmaneuvering our enemies, China and Russia. He is outmaneuvering them. He is elbowing them out of the Western Hemisphere. Now he's going to be elbowing them out of Greenland and the Arctic. And as I said, he's keeping NATO together. It's really quite remarkable. He is at the top of the world right now, and it's a sight to be seen.
You know, Larry, I agree. It was remarkable to see, he goes there and everyone's going, oh, God, how is it going to go? And he was holding court. Everybody just wanted to spend, it looked like a few minutes with him, all these world leaders, such an enormously powerful room. And then he walks away with what looks like something that hopefully everybody can live with. And not only that, it shows American strength too. It's such a message. And you saw the market soared right away. I mean, look at what a week for the markets.
Well, it's, yeah. I mean, I want to just say that he always said, I mean, all of the truth socials leading up to Davos, he said he wanted to negotiate. I mean, people were talking about outrageous, we're going to attack our NATO allies. And all. He said he wanted to negotiate. And so finally, he did negotiate with the head of NATO, this fellow Rutte, and they are going to make a good deal. We are going to have military bases. We are going to be able to keep the Space Force in Greenland. We'll figure out some way to share sovereign rights to these bases, kind of like Cyprus and Britain. It's a terrific story. The market bounced around this week.
Oh, yeah, it was like a roller coaster, right, Larry?
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of consolidating the high ground, but I think it's a very powerful market. You've got strong corporate profits, strong economic growth. People are producing, building new factories. You got a lot of rebates and refunds coming up for middle-class people coming in the first quarter. The inflation rate, actually the 3-month inflation rate is down to 2.3%. That's a very, very good number. So I'm very optimistic. It's a Trump boom, and it's going to remain so in my judgment. And the stock market will reflect that over time. We're going to get to 50,000 on the Dow. We're probably going to go higher than that.
Wow. What, any prediction as when that might happen, Larry?
I have it down to the last minute and seconds, but I can't share that.
Boy, would he be, and you'd be a trillionaire if that were the case. Here's Ed Cox.
Okay, Larry, President's got a big decision coming up with respect to the chairman of the Fed. Yeah. Interestingly, Kevin Hassett, a very good friend of yours, he has a position that you used to have in the first Trump administration. He's so valuable, apparently, and I agree with it, that presenting the president's position on the economy, that he may not be named the chairman of the Fed.
Well, you know, Kevin's a brilliant guy. He'd be a great Fed chair. Kevin Warsh, another smart guy. He'd be a great Fed chair. Trump says he's made his mind up. There's no rush on this. They've got to smooth out this business with Jay Powell and probably take the subpoena back so you can, move Powell off to the sidelines. One of those two guys, there's a little bit of a boomlet going on for a bond guy, a chap named Rick Ryder, who's in the news today. Color me skeptical about that.
That's a new name.
A lot of donations to left-wing Democrats, and I don't think he's as good as the two Kevins. And so I still think the choice will come down to one of those two guys. I don't think the president has to be in a rush, but that, of course, is going to be up to him. The key point here, Trump said at Davos in his speech, he repeated this: economic growth does not cause inflation. There is no Phillips curve. Right? Low unemployment can coexist with low inflation. We learned this in the 80s. We learned this in the 1990s. The Trump plan, with its tax incentives and deregulation, is counter-inflationary. And so you want a Fed chair who understands that and changes the models. Because the Fed model says if you have 4 or 5% growth, that's going to be inflationary. Let's tighten and cut it off. And that's what Trump does not want, and he's right. He's completely right. So I don't know. I mean, he'll make his choice, but that's the key point, all right? You need someone that understands more people working, more people producing, more people building does not cause inflation. Just let the thing go. We could be growing at 6 or 7% for some quarters. It's very possible. And no one in the rest of the world can match us. Not Russia, not China, not Europe. Nobody can match that.
In short terms, it's a supply-side economy that, like Reagan's. Is that right, Larry?
Right. Exactly, Ed. That's exactly right. You're producing more goods. So think about that. You put more goods on the market, what happens? The price will go down. Okay? Assume demand is relatively stable. It's like having, more apples. The more apples you put on the market, the lower the price. So if you take the apples away, the price goes up. What's going on here, as best I can determine, is we're producing more apples and goods and factories and almost everything else. The only thing that's soft is housing. And a lot of that is because I know people complain about high mortgage rates. And there's something to that, although the mortgage rates have come down, hovering around 6%, maybe slightly less. But you've got all these crazy blue state lefties that don't like private housing construction. We need to deregulate and allow more private housing and less public housing, okay? And then you have all the crazies on climate that say building housing causes climate problems. We need to build more homes. That's the key point. And by the way, some of this stuff, they're relatively inexpensive. They've reinvented the house. I mean, they're very affordable, but you got to have the permits, right? The local zoning has to permit you to build.
Right.
That's the key point.
Yeah, build, baby, build. Larry, we love you. Thank you so much. And everybody, of course, Larry's going to be on tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., the hottest show on Saturdays on WABC, the number one. Larry, have a great weekend, and we love you, and it's so great talking to you.
Thanks, Rita. Thanks. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Every week, the Payne family cuts straight to the real financial story.
The one question, Bob, everyone's asking is, are we in an artificial intelligence bubble? You've been through boom and bust. What do you think?
No hype, no myths. Just what actually matters to your money.
Does feel very similar to what we experienced in the 90s. Where are we, though? Are we in 1995, 1997, 1999?
Listen to The Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.